Welcome to the most beautiful chess problems of all time. Today, a problem by Patins from the year 1894. You are white, it's your move, and you can win the game. Pause the video here if you like. And if you've already solved the position, I've got another one here at the back. Do you recognize it? Then feel free to write it in the comments. By the way, the board is still €10 from schochdruer.de. Discount with the code NEO10. Feel free to check it out. And now, let's get to the solution of this problem here. Yes, we've got the pawn majority here, but unfortunately the opposing king is quite well placed, and it's not so easy for us to promote a pawn. And if we try something like king to f5 to support our own pawns, well, it doesn't look good at all. Black can play d3, and that pawn will simply go through. The second idea that might come to mind is king to e4. Just attack the pawn here and see what happens. Yes, black will probably defend this pawn here. And yes, how do we continue now? We can't really advance with the king because otherwise d3 is always a threat. And if we ourselves go to d3 with the king, well, black doesn't really have much left to prove. He simply says, I'll go to 8 with the king, and for all I care, we can just repeat moves there. White has no way to make progress here. There really aren't that many moves left then. The correct move here is king to f3. And simply retreating with the king doesn't look very intuitive at first. But we just have to stop this pawn here somehow. And how does it continue? Black will most likely defend the pawn again. And then we can play king to e4. Just to show this for the sake of completeness, if black plays c6 here in this position, which is also perfectly legitimate, then we have to carry out the maneuver. King f4, c5, king e4, and then we're in exactly the same position as in the other variation. So what does the black player do there? His pieces, or rather, his pawns are actually quite well positioned. A push like c4 achieves very little, then we capture the other pawns, and that pawn will also fall. And as soon as the pawns fall, the king can actually come up to support his own pawns, and then win the game. The only serious defensive move for black here is king e8. He continues to hold up the white pawns, and the structure of the black pawns remains untouched. And now, as white, we have to take a bit of a risk. So if we just go back to d3 again and repeat the moves, we won't get anywhere. That's why king to d5. And now you really have to have calculated this through. Of course, because d3 is a serious threat. But how does it continue from here? White can play king to e6 here, and after d2, we've got checkmate with f7. And just briefly back to this position here. Black doesn't have to rush with d3 here at all. He could also simply play king to f7, saying, I'll position my king better so I don't get mated in some silly way. It comes to something similar in the end. White moves the king to d6. Black can't really improve his king any further, so he'll play d3 now as well. King to d7, dt. And now, as white, we promote to a queen here. And the opponent's pawn isn't a problem anymore either. It'll simply be captured. That was today's puzzle. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like. And I've linked another video for you here on the side. Feel free to click on it, and then I'll see you again in the next video.